Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode titled, Can You Love Jesus and the Word? Can you love Jesus and still love the Word? That's a question many Christians don't want to answer because we want both. We want Jesus, but we also want everything the Word offers. We want eternal life, but we don't want to give up anything that makes us comfortable. We want God's blessings, but sometimes we want the Word's approval more than God's approval. So, what does the Bible actually say? Our answer begins with the story of Demas. Paul wrote in 2 Timothy 4:10, "For Demas hath forsaken me, having loved this present world." Demas's problem wasn't simply that he lived in the world, he loved the word. And that love eventually pulled him away. Today we're asking, can we genuinely love Jesus while allowing the word to have our hearts? Jesus doesn't ask us to leave the word. Let's establish something important. Jesus didn't tell his followers to physically leave the word. In John 17:15, Jesus prayed to the Father, "I do not pray that you should take them out of the world, but that you should keep them from the evil one." We are in the Word. We work here. We raise families here. We study here. We build businesses here. We serve people here. We enjoy God's creation here. The problem isn't being in the Word. The problem is allowing the Word's values to become our values. John gives us a warning. 1 John 2:15 says, "Do not love the Word or the things in the Word." Why? Because the Word competes for our affection. Verse 16 explains the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. These are powerful attractions, pleasures, possessions, status, recognition, self-centered ambition. The Word constantly tells us, get more, look better, be admired, make yourself important, do whatever makes you happy. But Jesus calls us to different things. Two love can compete. Jesus said in Matthew 6:24, "No one can serve two masters. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot have two ultimate masters. Eventually, one will win." This doesn't mean Christians can't struggle. We all struggle. We all experience temptation. We all have areas where God is still working in us. We have different experiences, but there is a difference between struggling against worldly desires and surrendering our hearts to those desires. Demas apparently crossed that line. His love for the present world became stronger than his commitment to Christ. Look at your treasure. Jesus gives us a practical test. Matthew 6:21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Look at what you treasure. What receives your best energy? What receives your best attention? What are you most afraid of losing? What makes you feel successful? What do you think about when you have nothing else to think about? These questions can reveal where our hearts are. Loving Jesus means Jesus comes first. Loving Jesus isn't simply saying, I believe in Jesus. It's allowing him to shape our priorities. Jesus said in John 14:15, if you love me, keep my commandments. Love produces obedience, not perfect obedience, but willing obedience. When Christ is truly our greatest treasure, we begin asking, what does Jesus want? Rather than simply, what do I want? Can you love Jesus in the Word? You can live in the Word. You can enjoy God's blessings. You can work hard. You can succeed. But you cannot allow the Word to become your master while claiming that Jesus is your Lord. Demas is a warning. Conclusion, the question isn't whether you have worldly things. The question is whether worldly things have captured your heart. So today, examine your love. Ask, Jesus, do I love you more than everything else? Because what you love most will eventually determine the direction of your life. Choose Christ and finish well.
Watch out for our next video, or watch one of our favorites here.